so Ophelia is 4/5 as old as Laertes. So I'm going to say P for Ophelia because I don't want to say O is, so there's my equal sign. 4/5 of something means 4/5 times something. So 4/5 is old as Laertes, so 4/5 times Laertes. That's my first equation. I have two unknowns, P for Ophelia and L for Laertes. 10 years ago, Ophelia, so I have Ophelia, take away, oh no, wait, I wasn't going to use O, that looks like it's 0. P for Ophelia, take away 10, so that's Ophelia 10 years ago. I guess I don't need parentheses. Was 3/5 of something. 3/5 as old as Laertes was then. So it's Laertes minus 10. And here I do need the parentheses because I'm going to multiply 3/5 times both of those. So 3/5 times L is 3/5 L, Laertes. And 3, it's really 10 over 1, right? So it's going to be minus 30 over 1 times 5 is 5. And same thing over here, except that I think I'm going to add 10 to both sides. So let me just say times, add 10 here. So I can just say P is equal to this. Ophelia is equal to 3/5. Laertes, and negative 30 over 5 is negative 6, right? Negative 6 plus positive 10. That's going to work out to Ophelia is equal to 3/5 Laertes plus 4. Okay, so if I think about that, I can say instead of saying P up here, I'm going to say this. Instead of the P, I'm going to say 3/5 Laertes plus 4 on this side. That's for the P equals the same thing, 4/5 times Laertes. So I've substituted in 3/5 L plus 4 for P. And so we call it substitution. I'm going to subtract 3/5 L from both sides. That cancels over here. If I subtract 3/5 from 4/5, I get 1/5, right? 1/5 Laertes is equal to, there's only 4 left over here, so 4. I do not want to find 1/5 of Laertes. I want to find just 1. So I'm going to multiply by 5, so the 5's cancel. So I have to do the same thing over here. 5 times 4 is 20. That equals L. And it says how old will each person be 20 years from now? So 20 years from now, Laertes is going to be 40. So Laertes is 40. But in the meantime, I've kind of run out of room here, so let me get rid of this. I'm going to say, in the meantime, we have Ophelia is equal to 4/5 of Laertes right now. He's 20 right now. So, the 5 and the 20 cancel. You get 1 and 4. So Ophelia is 4 times 4 is 16. In 20 years, Ophelia is going to be 36. So I had to add 20 to both my answers. Laertes is 40, Ophelia is 36. If you come down here, we say next year, I'm going to help you with the first one you're supposed to do. George will be next year. George will be. So we have George plus 1, because that's George next year. And then will be means equal twice as old as Marshall will be then. So it's also Marshall plus 1, because that's 1 year from now. And you can solve for G by subtracting 1. You're going to distribute the 2 over both of those. And, wait, not plus 1, but minus 1. I subtracted 1 from the left. So I should subtract 1 from the right as well. So you'd say G is equal to 2m plus 2 minus 1, that's plus 1. So whatever else you come up with, you're going to come up with the second equation. My suggestion to you is that you use G. Instead of using G, you use 2m plus 1, your new equation. And that's called substitution, and it will get rid of all your G's. And you can solve for m and then come back later, if you know what m is, and put it in here and find G.